Okay, let's get started here. Just like to welcome everyone. Thank you for joining this evening. My name is Jennifer Bento-Pinion. I'm here at MEFA on the college planning team as director of MEFA Pathway. And tonight's session, we are going to go and look at the college search tool in MEFA Pathway. So just a couple of housekeeping items. I will keep everyone on mute throughout the presentation just to cut back on the background noise. And the session is being recorded, so we will send a follow-up email that will include the recording in addition to our contact information, so that if you have any questions following, you're welcome to reach out, and we hope that you do. So MEFA Pathway is a complete, interactive, engaging college and career planning platform. It's available for all students in grades 6 through 12. It's offered by MEFA, the Massachusetts Educational Financing Authority, as a resource to complement all of the great other resources that MEFA offers. So our platform is available for students in grades 6 through 12. And if a student creates an account in the middle school grades, they will see activities appropriate for them in those grades. And then when they transition to the high school level, grades 9 through 12, their account will go with them seamlessly. And they will see and have access to features appropriate for those in grades 9 through 12. So MEFA Pathway plays a key role in the Commonwealth's efforts around college and career readiness by increasing access to information about higher education and career options and opportunities for all types of students. So we know that every student's path and trajectory is different, and MEFA Pathway is not a one-size-fits-all approach to future planning, but rather it's tailored to meet the needs of our diverse populations. So again, tonight we're going to look at one feature within MEFA Pathway. It's so much to offer, so I would highly suggest that you come back after this session and, as students, create an account for yourselves. So just to show you before we jump into the site here, we're on mefapathway.org, as you can see. And we do have a parent page here. So we just click I'm a parent. And this has some great resources. You can see our online trainings and webinars, both upcoming and recordings. And then you also have access to how it works video. And then you can look to see if your student attends one of our affiliate schools. So we currently have about 86 affiliate schools. But regardless if your student attends one of our affiliate schools, all students have access to the same resources, the same features within the site. So the student would click I am a student, and then all students need to register as a new user. So just click register here. The registration process is very easy. The student would include their first name, last name, date of birth, the city or town that they are located in. They can associate themselves with the school, or if they don't want to do that, they can click other. They do create a username, a password. They do have to have a working email address in order to create an account. They create 2 security questions. So the security questions and the security questions and their email address, if they forget their username or password, that's how they can reset that. So once they create and register their account, they have their credentials, their username and password. And I am going to log into my test account here. We have Alice Smith. So this, my girl Alice here, she is a grade 12 student. And when a student logs in, they will see a dashboard that coincides with their grade level. So you can see here that my student is a grade 12 student. And then as we scroll down here on the dashboard, we will see that we have suggested activities per grade level. So our grade 12 student is seeing different suggested activities than that of a grade 9 student. So this is a very important piece because These are suggested activities for these grade levels. It may vary, of course, but it just kind of gives the student a foundation of where they can go. We also have this great video series that we've done in the past. So there, if you just click see all videos, brings you to a large page where your student can play different videos of, we did interviews with students across the Commonwealth about their journey to college. So students can get an up close and personal view of how a student made decisions of what schools they were going to apply to, or what schools, why they even want to go to college. So it's kind of a great way for your students to see how peers are going through the same process themselves. All right, so we are going to look at, again, we're going to look at the college search tonight. So we just click on search colleges. And then from here, we're going to go directly to the college search page. So there are endless, it's kind of an exciting piece for your students right now, because if they're beginning that college search process, maybe they don't really have an idea of where they want to be location-wise, or what size school they want to be at, or what they want to study specifically. But this really gives them a foundation of just kind of a jumping off place. So I'm going to show you how the college search works. And just keep in mind that whatever criteria a student puts in, they can save as many searches as they like. So if they have specific criteria that they add in and they want to save a particular search, they can do that and come back to that search. So as you can see, the left part of the navigation bar here allows a student to select criteria. So I'm going to select an area of study. Student can, if they have a school that they know that they want to look at, they can just type that right in and it will bring the school up. But if they want to generate a list of schools based on their criteria, this is how they do it. So just as an example, take my student maybe wants to look at schools that are offering engineering as an area of study, and with a major of focus as, let's say civil engineering. My dad's a civil engineer, so that's close to my heart. So we'll put those two pieces of criteria in here. Then we'll scroll down. Maybe our student would like to, we're thinking about maybe staying in the Northeast. Maybe they don't want to go too far from home. So as you can see, the system will check off the schools that are within the Northeast region. And then they can add all these pieces of criteria: school size, setting, tuition. Are they looking at a public or a private school, or no preference at this point? Admission difficulty. Maybe they want to add their GPA. Maybe they fall into between a 3 and a 3.5. So we can add that piece of criteria in as well. They can add ACT scores, SAT scores, but let's just keep it at those pieces of criteria right now. So based on that, we have 39 colleges that populate on our list here. And we have about, before I put any of the criteria in, we have about 4,500 2- and 4-year programs and colleges in our database. All of the information on the colleges comes from Peterson's. So the colleges are actually responsible to update Peterson's, and then we in turn get that database. So just a little background on that. So we have 39 colleges that match the criteria that we selected. And now I just would like to show you here that we will note, it's notated here, colleges that participate in the early college program. So if your high school participates in that, and you can see the colleges that participate as well. And then also we have schools that participate in the Mass Transfer Program, so the Commonwealth Commitment. So you can see here that the University of Mass Dartmouth participates in the Commonwealth Commitment. So let's just, for the heck of it, let's say, okay, we have our list of schools. A student wants to check out University of Massachusetts Dartmouth a little further. Just click on the school, and now we'll see this great details page. So at the top, general information. You can see the location, the type of school, it's a public college, the setting, student ratios. So it just gives you a great snapshot of the school's kind of just, details. And then as we scroll down a little bit, we get into further details. So majors and degrees, admissions information, tuition and fees. And then as we scroll to the very, very bottom, the school would provide we have a website. So usually it's the homepage of the website, and then many of the colleges provide a link to the admissions website. So that brings you to an external, to the college's actual website. So now if the student wants to save this college to their list, they just click Save to their list. So at the beginning stages of searching for colleges and thinking about potential colleges that a student may want to apply to, maybe they have many colleges on their list that they want to revisit, do further research on, see if they're a fit for that school. So my girl here, Alice, she has 15 colleges currently on her list. And the student can access that college list when they go just search for colleges and then my college list. And then if your student goes to one of our affiliate schools, the affiliate educators have access to our counselor portal, and then they would be able to see and help support your child's or your student's post-secondary plan, so they can see those colleges that the student has added to their list. So student can add to their favorites here if they're really getting serious about applying. And they can also, if they're definitely sure they would like to apply, they can click this little plus and show that they're interested in applying. So once they start building out this list, the next step, once they get into, say, maybe towards the middle end of junior year, is where they really start to think about schools that they actually would like to apply to. So if we click on the College Compare tool here, this is where the student has the opportunity to select up to 5 schools in a particular search, and they can look at those schools side by side and see where they fit academically, where they fit financially. So they can grab those colleges from their college list. They can search by college name. They can save as many combinations of this comparison as they like. So let me just show you, I have one saved here. Let me just show you what one looks like. Let's go to this one I created back. As you can see, I've saved many. So let's just see what this chart looks like. So we've selected 4 schools. And then as you can see, we have this nice clear chart, key factors, undergraduate and graduate information, estimated tuition and fees. So the student, and then as we scroll down, we have academic information and test score information. So what we can see is the student can look at, okay, so let's just take, for example, they have a 3.4 GPA. So they know that this school in these top columns here are, they fall right in. But the school in the last column here, University of New Hampshire, they might be a little bit, might be a little bit more of a reach school for them. So this is, again, a great way for students to develop that final list of schools that they would like to apply to based on academics, based on tuition, based on where they want to be geographically, the size of the school, etc. All right, so that, again, we were just going through one little piece of MEFA Pathway tonight and this college search. So I would highly encourage and suggest you to create an account as a student. If you're a student, please create an account. If you're a parent, go ahead and create an account as a student, see what's offered within the platform. There's so much to offer, discovering careers, exploring and building out goals and strategies, creating a profile in tying that into building out a resume. So please get on in there, create an account. And again, I will be following up with email with a copy of the recording of this session. So you'll have our contact information. So please get in touch if you have any questions, and enjoy your evening. And thanks for joining tonight. Take care, everyone.